So I guess this is just like what we do as humans now. We just like talk to ourselves, and whatever we're going through, we just talk ourselves through it. So I guess that's what I'm doing now. Hey, I'm Will. So I think I've been talking to God. And I guess that's as weird to some people as that sounds, and as normal to some people as that sounds. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And it started as like a research project. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, what is this? What is this thing? All of these humans I'm growing on this planet for 34 years. These guys really are fascinated by this God thing. Like, okay, what is this? What is that? What are y'all on about? And so I kind of was just like trying to figure out what this is. And in just like doing different things, I kind of came to realize, like reading different people like Tesla and Walter Russell, his best friend, a lot of other people, but those two guys were really plugged in. If you want to start, human beings are like electrically conductive creatures. Like, we're like more electricity than anything. Our brains are making its own electricity. Our heart makes its own electricity. And we breathe in order to continue the function of that electricity. And quite possibly, we're breathing electricity. You think that's air you're breathing down you? So I mean, yeah, what started as like me asking questions has turned into, hold on a sec. So this is a copper rod and this is a zinc rod. And you can just hold these like this. And this is what the Egyptians did apparently. And it does stuff. Like you feel it. You feel it in your whole body, and it heals you and all this stuff. And it's in some like weird books I've been reading about what the Egyptians used to do to help themselves heal and stuff, and they totally had electricity. Like it's well known now. Everyone knows that. They used piezoelectricity and quartz and copper and all that, and I started kind of wondering, like, I'm an artist. I draw stuff, but that comes from a place in my mind, and it's like I'm receiving those ideas, and like, where's this coming from? What is that? What are ideas? Where do they come from? And the more I started messing with like playing with my own body's electrical conduction and frequency and vibration and binaural beats, and just using different things that were differently conductive to play with my body's electricity and stuff, to the point where like everything on me, I wear bracelets now that are conductive and all this stuff. Like it literally all has a function. It's not even, I don't even care that it looks cool, but it looks kind of cool. But like even these, like jade earrings, it does something with something. I don't know. I'm experimenting, and it does stuff. It's doing something. And I'm staying clear-headed and focused enough, and like I've had to change my whole diet. Like I stopped eating meat because all of a sudden I was like allergic to it or something. And I mean, I still eat it. I'm an omnivore. I'm not making any rules for myself here. I'm just trying not to hurt anybody. But I pretty much don't eat meat anymore just because it's healthy, and it doesn't seem like this planet really does eating meat well. That's also another question. How far from life is the food that we're eating? Because if I go out and pull a mango off a tree or a peach off a tree, it's directly from life. Like I took that directly from the energy source. And then I was talking about this with my daughter the other day, and even, she was like, well, Dad, animals eat and kill other animals, so I mean, we're in nature. And I was like, yeah, honey, but that animal takes that life directly from that other animal in a partnership in nature and takes it unto itself, and that's life into life. From the the life stream continues on. But when we're eating meat that's been killed in a torture chamber and then shipped off to a shelf to be frozen or ground into a paste and then produced in mass, it just doesn't seem like, you are what you eat. So you're eating slaves. Do you want to... You're feeding the slaves other slaves. Like, these are lives. Like, there's one life. This is a human. I'm a human. I have red blood. My heart is red. My organs are multicolored, I assume, but I would assume it's red generally. And, this is... My pigment is just based on my melanin content, which is low, because I have indoor jobs. But I mean, all our ancestors are generally from Africa. And I might have alien ancestors because I have white skin or whatever, but I mean, right now I'm human. And that means I share the same color air, the same color water, and the same color food generally. The carrots we all eat are orange. It seems like humans attacking each other is some sort of autoimmune disease. Like, I don't understand why that's a thing here. Is that weird? Is that weird to me that like that there's one life force? So why is the life force attacking the life force? Because they have different skin color, or their god has a different name or something. That literally makes no sense. It makes no sense. I don't know. Maybe that's old programming. New programming or something. My programming, it doesn't make any sense. So I just want to say, if you're listening to this, and especially to my kids, you are me, I am you. We are all human. We're all, these days, maybe some non-humans are listening to this too. We saw your historical documents. But yeah, these are my historical documents, and I'm pretty sure I've fully discovered that we're at very least connected to this very deep life stream of electric life force that flows through all of us. And it doesn't matter your color or your race or what god you pray to, it's like you're still connected to that force, that thing, that energy that has a frequency and a vibration, and it's the source of all ideas, it's the source of all creation, and even the bad guys were created by it, and even the people that do bad things, they do bad things as it, against it. So it's like an autoimmune disease when this force is attacking itself. Why? That's a real question. That's a real question humanity should ask itself right now. Is why is life attacking itself? And greed, maybe? Envy for what someone else has that they think they should have? I don't know. Who's to say? I can't say. Really can't say. I can't say. But I'm sure somebody would want to try and say. And that's on them. But, humanity's at a weird place right now. And I guess we're all talking to ourselves in the mirror because we all feel kind of afraid. And I think that's the point. I think the point is that we're supposed to feel afraid. And I think what's crazy is for the first time in a while, I just don't feel any fear at all about anything. I have my family that I was given by the life force. It just circumstance. I have a whole family. My wife that loves me, 3 children, and everything has been great for me. And I just think that I can now feel comfortable to try and just be myself. I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna be myself. And I guess we're supposed to document that now. Everybody's documenting themselves just standing around or talking or doing yoga in their living room or getting stronger or something, and that supplants you. That's supposed to literally just show me what you got. Show me what you got. And I mean, okay, if that's what you want, then this is me. And yeah, here's to you looking at the future. Here's to you, kid. And I mean, for my kids, I love you guys. I love you so much. It'll be interesting to look back at this in the future and go, hey, look at me, look how I've changed from now and all that. And what's also wild is the moment I post this, quite potentially, the internet gets deleted. We can just hook back up to it or something. This is like a digital grave. So, these are the historical documents of Will Haley.